Now that we're in the first month of June, a lot of you are probably wondering how far along your bees should be right now. And that's a good question. And really, it depends on a lot of factors, but there are some middle of the road grounds that we're going to look at today where your bees probably should be at by now. And what we're going to do is examine one of my packages of bees that I installed on about the end of April. Every year we sell packages of bees, and I always keep a few just to monitor them, see how well they do. And I've saved, I think, two or three this year. And we're going to open one up that I installed around April the 25th, 26th. And we're going to see how far along it is. And what I want to show you here, I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm not going to add another deep. I think they'll be ready for it. We're going to see if they're ready for another box. And if they are, look what I'm going to add. I'm going to add a medium super. And the reason I want to do this, I kind of want to experiment to see how it works to go through the winter with a single deep. So I'm going to keep them in a single deep. I'm going to let them expand into this medium super. And to do that, here's what I've done. I've given them 3 frames here that are undrawn foundation. I figured that give them some brood area to grow. But I've also taken some frames just out of the freezer just a few minutes ago. And these are probably frozen, but they're starting to thaw out. These are frames that I had in the freezer that weren't good enough to use anywhere last year. They weren't quite filled up enough. Some of them were. I mean, look at this one. I froze this one, and they're going to love that. So anyway, I'm going to give them this, see what they do. And let's get right into it and see how far along this package is. All right, here it is. And I'm working hard for you guys. I'm hustling because I'm leaving in the morning to head out to Lawrence, Kansas, where I'll be giving 3 talks out there. I'll be giving the keynote about critical thinking and beekeeping. I'll also be speaking 2 other times, one on bee nutrition and the other one, how to inspect a hive in 12 minutes. That's a fun thing. A lot of people are struggling with, inspecting their hives and it taking an hour or longer to inspect a hive. And I'll be speaking on and demonstrating how you can do a 12-minute inspection. All right, so let's take a look at this. See how far they've expanded. Ooh, nice. Okay, so it's been about 1 month and a week, if those of you want to know. This is on all new foundation, and it started from a package. So let's see how they're doing, okay? I fed them for about a week after I installed them. And then everything was blooming pretty good, so I laid off the feeding. Now, I probably could have gotten a lot more drawn out if I would have kept feeding them, but I just didn't want to. I know you understand that, right? All right, so 3rd frame from the wall looks drawn out nicely. Look at that. Oh, I even see eggs laid in it. That's kind of cool. I have to look for the queen now that I see eggs. Let's look at the other side. Starting to draw out the other side. Okay, you see that? All right, so that's nicely done. Let's continue to smoke them a little bit, keep them calm. I want to encourage you guys to join me for my live streams every Thursday night. We have a blast. Here's the link right here. All right, not a bad brood pattern, given the condition. Solid where it is, and eggs and larvae where it's not, so that's not bad. Probably some dandelion staining of the comb there, yellow for dandelion. Looking for the queen, but that's good brood and larvae. Not sure how close we can zoom in on that, but I like what I'm seeing. I like some bee bread and pollen around the edges that'll help them raise more brood. Let's examine the other side of this package of bees. Oh, wow, a lot of eggs. That is nothing but eggs. Look at that. I wish cameras did a little better at showing you eggs. I'm going to leave this one out to give me a little more room. Of course, let's smoke them again. They're being really calm today, so that's cool. Yeah. A lot of how much they draw out and how far along they are depends on the weather that you had after you installed your package. And yeah, look at that. That's a nice brood pattern. It's one of the more nicer brood patterns that I've seen. Look at that. It's just solid. Almost the entire frame is a solid brood pattern. So that's beautiful. Yeah. Capped over pupae. All right. Oh, the other side. I have such good luck with my queens. Just making such outstanding brood patterns. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Of course, the better brood patterns you have, it means the better populations you're going to have. Absolutely. As we keep looking at this hive, we're going to get right back in here. Let me pop in here and say, wow, look at this. We've grown to 190,000 subscribers. I'm looking forward to hitting 200,000 subscribers. We're going to have a big celebration. It has something to do with 200,000. So you might want to really tune in and keep watching. Please subscribe to my channel to help us reach 200,000 subscribers. Let's get back into this hive. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Young larvae, that's good. I see eggs, young larvae in there, and I imagine they probably emerged a while back, and then they just started cleaning the cells and laying new eggs in there. Yep. And you're always going to see the need for bee bread where they're raising brood. That's good to see. Okay. All right, we haven't seen the queen yet, and I'm just in the shade, kind of going fast, you know, not really spending a lot of time looking at every little bee, but I might have missed her. All right, a quick glance. I don't see her on this frame, but I do see eggs on here, so she could be walking around underneath bees, making it hard to see her. So what I do in that case is give it half a minute or a minute and see if she kind of walks out from underneath a bunch of bees. Not seeing it there. Over here, back on some capped over pupae. Looks good. And we have half of a frame that we want to look at to make sure she's not over there. All right, class, why do we not have to find the queen? Mainly because we saw eggs, right? We know that she's in there laying eggs. Okay, so it looks like there are about 5 frames altogether that have been drawn out. And that's enough time for us. That's enough frames for us to add another box. Wish there was a little bit more drawn out. That's okay. Now let's put our next medium super on here. Okay, they'll do good with this extra food on here. And the queen will have a space to lay in a few of those empty frames once they draw those out too. So that'll give them more room to grow. All right, look at that. Now the frames I added that are not drawn out yet are these in the center right here. 26, 26, 26. That's what year it is. It's early June. And so these frames are going to be drawn out, you know, rather quickly by the bees. And I'm excited. One of the things I want to share is that when you can get your bees to have a newer foundation, it makes your bees, oh gosh, they were so much healthier. When you use very old foundation, you know, like maybe 5 years or older, it can really set your bees back. I really believe that. I used to not be too worried about changing out my old comb that often. And once I started changing it out about, you know, every 3 years, no more than 4 years, I saw a better improvement in my bees. So I'm excited about that. That's why I'm marking all of my frames, as you can see here, 2026, and that way I know what year it was drawn out, how old the comb is. So there you see the package. It's about 5 weeks old, and it has almost 5 frames drawn out, about a frame a week. Not doing too bad. It is going to have to pick the pace up, and it will. You saw all the kept over brood in there, and so they will emerge. Every frame is going to produce probably close to 5,000 more bees, and that's going to join the workforce. So we're looking forward to the colony picking up speed, picking up momentum. They're doing good, but it is going to be fun to see how this single deep manages to overwinter. I'm going to try to see how they do. I might let them overwinter with a super on them to give them a little extra food. And of course, I'll be feeding them my winter bee kind boards as well, and I'll be feeding them in the fall. Maybe some of you have started your package of bees. I don't know. I started mine at the end of April. Maybe you started earlier. Yours might be further along, or if you started later, of course, you're going to be not maybe as far along. But it really depends on how much foraging there is in your area. Today, you might be able to tell on camera, they're pretty busy today. There's a lot of stuff. What we have blooming right now, that's the bumper crop. It's just started, and that's the white Dutch yard clover. Bees love that here in Illinois. They really work it good. They're all over it. It's hard to be a beekeeper and mow your lawn. Leave a comment if you struggle to mow your own lawn, because you're riding the mower and you look down and you see all that clover, and then you see a handful of bees on it, and you're like, I can't run over and grind up my bees. I can't do that. It's really difficult, isn't it? It's better to mow late in the evening. If you do have to cut it, mow late in the evening when they're not out there foraging on it. But I know, so we mow in patches. We'll mow a patch of yard way over there. We live on about 4 or 5 acres, so we like to mow a section and let that clover kind of get done. And then if you chop the heads off, it'll pop up again in a week or so. So we kind of rotate it like that, and that helps the bees have a bumper crop of white Dutch clover. And it makes such a good tasting honey. The year is sweeping by fast. It's already June, and I just made a video to help you out. I'm working hard for you guys out in the field like I always do. I've been on YouTube now for 18 years, working hard for you. So I made a video on June tips, 2026 June tips, things you should be doing in the month of June. I'll see you over there.